Hey there guys, what is going on? Sar here and welcome back yet again to another Gran Turismo 7 setup video for the channel. Today guys, we've got the Mercedes 300 SEL AMG and this thing is an absolute classical monster. Honestly, I wish this car had more cars that you could race against or compete against with. It would be really nice to see a race series including like for classic touring cars and stuff like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't, so it literally remains one of those cars that just probably be used as a one make kind of race, or and that's about it really. Nevertheless, it's still a great car out of the box, even better with the setup. And the only drawbacks that this car has, there are literally two little drawbacks: the sheer weight of this car, meaning you just can't thrash it around, and two, the brakes. Obviously, this car being built in 1971 or so forth, around that time period, the brakes aren't going to be good. So yeah, so you have to brake a little bit early into bends, and with that, slow in, fast out is the method to go with this particular car. So yeah, as always guys, be sure to show your support by liking and subscribing to the channel, and also let's dive straight in to the setup. So for this particular car, we've got two setups available, as it's a race car. We've got the maxed out unrestricted and the BOP setup. So the BOP setup is if you do one make races with this car, that will be the setup for that. So let's start with the maxed out one. Racing soft tires. Suspension is going to be fully customizable with body height adjustment set to 75/90. Anti-roll bar is 8.5. Temperature compression is 32 all around. Temperature expansion is 40 all around. Natural frequency is 2.60 at the front and 2.65 at the back. Negative camber angle is 2.0 all around. Toe angle is in 0.05 at the front and in 0.20 at the back. Differential is fully customizable with the initial torque at the back is set to 8. Acceleration sensitivity is 12 and braking sensitivity is 8. Moving over to your ECU, that's going to be at 100% and your power restrictor is at 100%. Transmission is fully customizable racing transmission, and that is preset to 280 kilometers an hour. I find that gives it the best grunt, doesn't bog down, reaches the red line just, but it gives you enough room as well when you're drafting other drivers as well, so you don't top out as well. So definitely the best all-round transmission in my opinion. You can go to 290 if you want that little bit extra more speed. Unfortunately, there's not really no parts you can do to this car. You can't do, you know, racing pads. We just got the racing disc, which is standard for this car, and you can do the steering angle kit, which there's no point if you unless you drift in this thing. So for the brake controller, I recommend either -2 or neutral on this particular car. I keep it at -1 generally. For Nordschleife, I had it on -2, and for more like high-speed technical circuits, I have it on 0. It just depends on your preference and on the track layout. Now moving over to the BOP setup. So for this one, suspension, tires, differential stays exactly the same. ECU is 100%, while the power restrictor now has been moved to 81%, and your transmission is going to go down slightly to 250 kilometers an hour, and everything else stays the same. So that is it for the setups guys. I'm going to leave you now guys with a reference lap around Catalunya to see what this thing can do. Enjoy.